Mic check, mic check. Yes, so we want to say good afternoon and welcome to game number 1, Amigos versus Cricketers for Christ. The first of 3 games carded for today. And then we have some premier games, 2 premier games. The Premier Division still wide open. So far only 1 to 3 print players booking their spot in the semi-finals. Loud appeal, chance of a run out. Hit, miss, oh, and that's going to be overthrows. And that's 4 more. Signal leg buys now by Empire. So first, an appeal for a catch. And then an attempt at a run out. So the total moves on to 12 without loss over number 1, Amigos, taking first strike. Gently pushed into the offside, easy single. So if you saw the IPL finals today, you'd have known that Chris Gayle and company came up short. A very high scoring run game chase, 200 and I believe 8 or 6 somewhere there about. Chris Gayle making some 70 something. So the fans were greatly entertained indeed with some 400 runs scoring in that finals today. So tough luck to the Royal Challengers Bangalore. They're going to have to try again next year. Probably look at their lineup and the structure of their team. I always thought their team was a one-sided team. Too much batting, not enough bowling. We saw the evidence of that today. 200 and something runs. Quiet period. Down the leg, wide signaled. Good length, but the line is off. So it's 14 without loss over number 2. Down to cow corner, 4 more. So we are still waiting for the DJ and the commentator. Gio is here. Pulled away. Bottom edge. Gonna get at least 2 runs. There's always 2 runs. As we see young Gio. Yes, Asia would say the very young, the very versatile. What they need to do is log on to the website and catch the live stream. Put your headset on and you hear the commentary quite perfectly. Easy single. Leg by, I believe, yes. So it's the Quality Lab Stable Boys team playing a double tonight. Coming up against Hustlers and then against the Turbo New Edition Pacers as teams still scramble for the next 6 positions in the Premier. With AF Outlaws almost certain to book position number 2. But the next 5 spots are way open. So that's the end of over number 2, 21 without loss. Amigos taking first strike. So don't forget the finals carded for June the 12th. First game, first division finals carded for 5:30. The Premier Division finals carded for 7:30. That's June the 12th. That's just under 2 weeks from now. Just about 2 weeks. So we have one Premier Division game carded for tomorrow. It's the Motor One North Stars versus Old Boys Have a Time. Then we have 2 Premier games on Tuesday, 2 more Premier games, and on Wednesday, 2 more Premier games. Then come Thursday, we have the Premier knockout stage. So you can safely say that some of those teams are going to be playing almost every day from tonight on to Thursday. Pull hard, down to long on, 4 runs. Vacant field, 4 easy runs to the batsman. Total moves on to 26. Over number 3. I believe both teams short. We now see the man being positioned and long on. Pull away, river time, full toss. Easily dispatched, 7 runs. Big hit. That was high. Chance of a catch. Easily taken. So we have Motor One North Stars playing. Old Boys Have a Time. And Motor One North Stars have to win very big tomorrow against the Old Boys in order to take position number 2 in that group. If, however, Motor One North Stars lose that game tomorrow, it would mean Hard Dry will now take position number 2, and the Oilers and North Stars will be out. So there's a lot to play for tomorrow in that game. The fate of 2 teams hangs in a balance. So all the games coming down now are vital games. fight for qualification. First Division and Premier. Premier not yet settled. Oh, that's bold. A full toss, just dipping last minute, playing all over that one. Trying to hit that one somewhere on top. Somebody's house. Not making contact. Wicket number 2, 33 for 2. Over number 3. So we had a very exciting over there where 2 wickets fell on a close run out opportunity. So it's 36 for 4 at the end of over number 4. So it's the start of over number 6, 40 for 4. Amigos just falling back a bit with the runs, yeah, just slowing down. Short ball, pull away. Good effort, very good effort indeed. That had 4 runs written all over it. Very good work indeed. 1 run, not 4 runs, not 4 runs, not 4 runs. Fieldsman did very well. Didn't carry it for 4. Reverse. And the field was set for that very shot. Fieldsman should have done better. That ball was in the air for quite a while. And his teammates saying the belly, the belly. Nonetheless, save the boundary. Only 1 run. No damage done. Big hit. High, hard. 7 runs. Just over the fieldsman head. Hands. That's a big hit. That's a long boundary. 49 for 4 over number 6. Straight back over the bowler's head. Good effort. Close to the boundary. Good effort. 2 runs only. So Amigos looking for every run now. 51 for 4 over number 6. As we see resident commentator Hustling coming in. Arthur Hutton. Pull away. Too short. River. No, that's it over the boundary. 7 runs. So Amigos starting to find the boundary. Quite frequently now. That's 58 for 4 over number 6. That one didn't get the treatment it deserved. That was another short delivery. So that's the end of over number 6. It's 59 for 4. Amigos taking full strike. So we're seeing yet another 7. Pulling out a reverse shot. Going all the way over the boundary for 7. 67 for 4. And this final over on his bowl redemption. Trying to hit that one way into the river, not making contact. So that's a fall of wicket number 5. 67 for 5 in the final over.
Yeah. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. All right. Testing again. Testing again. 1 2 2 1 1 2. All right. John Mason in the house. So second half action about to resume here. And this encounter still jostling to qualify both teams out in the middle. Amigos and the Cricketers for Christ. Again, another good evening once more to the people of Diego Martin and its environs, and to all the teams and visitors. Welcome yet to another Super Sunday of strictly FX Super 7s win ball cricket right here at the Forwards Recreation Ground. So the first match already in progress. Gary doing the needful for the first half. Thank you, Gary. A lot of rains up in the east and central. Heavy rains. Very surprised down here. You know, we're still experiencing very good weather for cricket. So wicket number 1 goes. Amigos really putting up a good showing here in this encounter. Getting the early wicket, posting a total of 84. 85 the required target for victory. A run rate of just over 12. So the Amigos team there really doing good in the first half, posting a reasonably good total. Not really a commanding one, but a reasonably good one to defend, giving their bowlers something to work with. And this game would be followed by 2 prominent teams in the Premier Division, featuring Quality Lab Stable Boys, playing back-to-back games here tonight. Their first game is against Hustlers, and then their second game, they come up against Turbo New Edition Pacers. 2 very important games here, as these 3 teams are still looking for qualifying spots in the Premier Division. As some of you would know, the Mixer Boys, they are the only team making the exit in the Premier Division so far. And 1, 2, 3 print players, the only team to qualify for the semi-final stage of the Premier Division. They still have a game in hand, as this one is pulled away out to that wide mid-on position, and they cross for 2 runs. So action still here in this very enthralling tournament hosted by the Forwards Sports Movement. Really doing a tremendous job indeed and keeping the game of cricket alive and exciting as usual. So this is good going here by Victor, the opening bowler. Boys and Sukhdev only managing 2 runs in his over so far. And this one is played away firmly out to mid-off. The fielder, they're making a good stop and firing a return. So 2 runs still in this over. Final delivery to bowl there by Victor. Something we have hardly seen in this tournament so far this year. The opening over hardly conceding runs. Usually we tend to get a lot of runs in the opening over or 2. And Victor doing a wonderful job for his team here so far. Picking up a wicket, and just a meager 2 runs. With his final delivery coming around the wicket to the right-hander. So this is Victor. Played firmly back along the track. Victor feeling well to his old bowling. Brings them to a good opening start here by the Amigos bowling unit. And at the end of that over is 2 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. So Tinto to pick up the attack from the top end. Just some adjustments there to accommodate the left-handed Sukhdev. Lala, the new batsman, he's at the top end. .85 for victory. This one, he opens the face, looking to guide it down to backward point. The fielder from third man moving across nicely, just limiting the batsman to just 1 run. Brings down the right-handed batsman Lala, coming in at number 3. And Tinto electing to come around the wicket to him. Lala just having a last look around the field, settles now. And this one is pulled away, out in the deep, out to mid-wicket, all along the carpet. Just a single added to the total. Good shot there. Coming from Lala, but not timing it well. Probably looking for the boundary. And getting sufficient bat onto it to pick up a single. This one, the reverse shot. Thinking of a run there, but and quite rightly sent back by his partner. Certainly a good throw. He would have been a goner. This one, again, opening the face and running down to third man. This time he beats his man. That could run away for 4. The timing was so beautiful. Opening the face and just guiding that one. Beating the fielder quite easily. Probably getting an awkward bounce in the process as he dived away to his left, unable to pull it back. As that one went down to the third man fence for 4 more. Good shot there coming from the left-hander Sukhdev. Nice looking shot. Just carving that one and opening the face and running it past the man here to on his left. Again, looking to go the other way. It will run away into that yawning gap down there at fine leg for 4 more. So not good going here by the Amigos team. Defending a total of 84. 2 consecutive boundaries there by the left-handed Sukhdev. And 2 well-crafted shots indeed. So the ball relayed back now. We see there's still 4 on the offside. Now 5 on the offside. So still arranging the field there. 10-2. So there's a third man right back on the fence here, just in front of us. Tinto coming around the wicket to the left-hander. And he covers up and driving it nicely out to cover this scamper single. Good communication by both batsmen. Nice running between the wickets. A run rate of just over 12 runs for victory. As that over from Tinto finally coming to a close. As the scoreboard now reads 13 now for the loss of 1. So Sukwa, the new bowler, being introduced into the attack. Picking it up here from the bottom end. And he'll be bowling to the left-handed Sukhdev. So Sukhdev just having a final look around the field. And Sukwa comes into him now. Covering up and stroking it out to cover. They scamp another single. Again, signs of another good set of communication there by both batsmen once again. And this is so important in getting the single and picking up the singles. There must be that communication by both men. And they executed that really perfectly indeed. 1 more it is now. Up to 40 now. Still for the loss of 1. Looking to consolidate here a bit. Not much attacking shots since the loss of the wicket of Boyce. This one, that's gone. That's 4 runs. Play the way down in the backward point area. Another well-designed shot here. Coming from Sukhdev. Really playing some handsome shots so far. Lal again looking to cut outside the off stump. This time just missing on this occasion. Really executed a good looking shot out at backward square. And this one playing into the offside once again. Out to that straight mid wicket position. The course one, yet another single. So looking to rebuild the innings here after losing their partner boys. And Lala playing a very good hand so far. Sukwa to the left-hander. Outside the off stump. Nicely taken by the wicket-keeper. No run. Beaten Sukhdev. All ends up just outside the off stump. Sukhdev settling down once again. This time playing to the onside and he's gone. Yes, looking to flick to the onside. The tick outside I just found. And he now makes that lonely walk back to the dugout. With in some trouble here now. 20 for the loss of 2. So it is Frank Raghunath, the new batsman. And this one is up in the air. Dropping just short of the field and racing in from that third man position. And they scramble another single. So it's just waiting on the umpire. Yes, so that's the end of the over. And at the end of that over number 3 is 21 for the loss of 2. Yes, kills and chills coming from DJ Gio. Doing yet another magnificent job here at the Four Roads Recreation Ground. Gio and his crew really entertaining the crowd there every night. And really doing a tremendous job each and every night as they come here at the Four Roads Recreation Ground. So back here with the cricket and a new over as this one pitching probably around the middle stump and beating the right-hander. Just drifting away and getting some bounce. Good start and delivery there from the bowler. Looking to reverse and gets the single out at the point. Brings down Lala now. Raghunath coming off the mark with that shot. The field changing over for Raghunath. We see a man now being stationed in that cow corner position. This one, playing it to the onside, looking to pull, not making proper contact, no run. So good start here by the left-hander Birbal. bit of a hole up here. Probably his bat was broken there. Lala. Earlier today was the IPL final, and Sunrisers came away with a win for the first time in the history of the tournament. Sunrisers defeating Royal Challengers Bangalore, Chris Gayle and company. A masterful half century coming from Chris Gayle. Really was a fiery one as usual, but really unable to stop Sunrisers as they came away with a good victory this afternoon in the IPL, bringing the curtains down in that tournament. And back home here, our tournament would be finishing in about 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks. Again, as you watch Burbal once more from the top end, going for the reverse, coming off the body, a stifled appeal as the keeper taking that catch, moving to his left. No damage done. Final delivery here from this over from Burbal, really bowling tight and stingy, as they say. This one, a chance of a run out. And the square leg umpire now just referring it to the third umpire for his decision. Gio. So Lala being given marching orders, being a run out, looking for a run out, was not there but could not get back in time and did not skate in his bat in the appropriate manner. So he goes run out with a score now 22 for the loss of 3. So the new batsman is Griffith. Just a correction there. The new bowler is Griffith. And Roshan Ramdev, the new batsman. Just a correction there. Lala, he was stumped out, not run out. This one played firmly. They'll get the overthrow here, ricocheting off the wicket, the cross for one. And that's all they will decide on. So this is Ramdev now facing up. A lot to depend on himself and Raghunath to stabilize the middle order to get these runs. Griffith coming over the wicket to him. And his bowlers, man, coming down a bit too late on that Yorker length delivery. Was bowled all over the place. Another wicket going down here. More problems here now emanating for the Amigos team. They're really on top here, getting another wicket, looking to make inroads here now into the middle order. And more disaster here, stepping in for the cricketers for Christ. So Hiralal, the new batsman. Griffith looking to make more inroads. This one blasted away, out in the deep, out that backward square for 7. Picking up on that one nicely. Just arriving in the crease, out in the middle there, and already signaling his intentions as he pulled that one magnificently out to backward square for 7 more. Into the 30s now. 30 for the loss of 4. Again, pulled away, pulled around the corner for another 7. So the new batsman there, Hirulal, really in a vicious mood, looking to take matters into his own hands here now and trying to see his team through to a victory here this evening. 37 for 4. Two consecutive sevens being struck there by Hirulal. Short, just outside the off stump. Playing a bit too early there. Hirulal on this occasion was beaten. Good bounce, good carry there to the wicket keeper, no run. Good comeback delivery as well from Griffith. And this one looking to play through the onside again. The fielder getting it on a good bounce, rifles the throw. Having a shy there, but Hirulal was back in his crease. As they were coming to a close here with the Amigos team. Really doing a good job defending their total of 84. Cricketers for Christ, they are responding 37 for the loss of 4. So we're back here. It's Juggernaut picking up the attack here from the top end. So Hirulal and Raghunath still there. It's going to be Raghunath facing up. Just loosening up there the bowler Juggernaut. Preparing to bowl. Just loosening up there a bit. And this one looking to the reverse shot. Getting that one to move away from the right hand and bounce a bit. Good starting delivery there by Juggernaut. Just below the run rate. The asking run rate of around 12 per over is required. Cricketers for Christ just hovering around 9 per over as this one blasted away, coming out the outer half of the bat. The fielder giving chase to his left, the outer that wide mid-off position and limiting the batsman to just a single. So just good bit of outfield cricket coming from the fielder there out in the deep at that long off position. Had to move quickly in that extra cover position out of the boundary and limiting the batsman to just a single. So this is Hirulal facing up now to Juggernaut. And Hirulal looking to work this one down the leg side. So fortunately for him, it just went over the stumps. Close call there for him, leaving that back door exposed. And Juggernaut almost capitalizing there, missing it by just an inch or so. Still 38 for the loss of 4, going at a total of 85 for victory. This is action in over number 6. This one, clouting this one, out in the fielder coming around. Make a good attempt and pull it back. Really was a tremendous effort in it, pulling that one nicely, certainly saving 7 runs. In the meantime, the batsman just crossing for just a single. Had they take off from the outside, certainly would have gotten at least 2 runs. So just a single. A good shot there coming from Hiralal, but was unable to clear the fence due to a really outstanding bit of work there by the field out of that long on position. 39 it is now. Still for the loss of 4. This is action here in the penultimate over. As you watch Juggernaut again. Spraying that one down the leg side. This time it will be a wide. Into the 40s now. 40 still for the loss of 4 now. They are a long way off from a victory here. They need some sort of divine intervention, as you would say at times. So this is Juggernaut once again. And his bowler's man there, getting that one to dip a bit. The batsman there, Raghunath playing all over it. Easily bowled there. And certainly the cricketers for Christ, you're really staring at defeat here this afternoon. So Joel Babolal, the new batsman. So just one delivery left in this over, coming from Juggernaut. Really has been another tight and steady over coming from the Amigos team. This one pulled away, spoiling his over in the end for a magnificent one. 7 more to the total as his over is completed. 47 now for the loss of 5. So this is the final over, going at a total of 85. There are only 47 runs on. And really need something miraculous here to take place for the cricketers for Christ to win this one. And it's up in the air, he could be caught. Yes, caught at the wicket. Getting a top edge and spooning an easy catch for the wicket keeper to take. So really staring at defeat this evening, the cricketers for Christ, as they were being outplayed in all departments by the Amigos team. So both teams just going through the motions here. Amigos in full control of this encounter. .47 for the loss of 6 wickets. So Truman, the new batsman. This one, another good delivery there coming from Birubal. Just tossing up that one outside the off-stump, moving further away from the right-hander. Birubal again. Another good delivery, another dot ball. Sensible bowling here from the left-handed bowler, Birubal. As he moves in again, firing outside the off-stump again and missing. So coming up after this one. As this one is a lofted drive back past the bowler, the fielder unable to pick up the flight. And they will look to get another, but decides against it. So as you said, a victory here in the making for the Amigos team. Getting the better of the cricketers for Christ this evening here. And don't forget, following this game, we have a back-to-back games here for Quality Lab Stable Boys in the Premier Division. They will be playing Hustlers following this encounter. And the final game here tonight, Turbo New Edition Pacers versus Quality Lab Stable Boys. And then tomorrow, Monday, the final holiday for this weekend, Moto 1 North Stars versus Old Boys Have a Time. This action out in Group F. And followed by 2 Premiership Division games. Drifters, they have back-to-back games tomorrow. They come up against Digicel Play Corset. And they have a game following that encounter, Drifters, as they match skills with Turbo New Edition Pacers. So back-to-back games in the Premier Division tomorrow and tonight. So as we said, coming up in a short while, Stable Boys, as they start their journey with 2 remaining games in the Premier Division. Their first one coming up against the Hustlers team. Gio. Yes, folks, we just want to announce the man of the match between that important game there for Cricketers for Christ and Amigos. Amigos getting the better of the exchanges. It really was one-way traffic there by the Amigos team, really dominating in all forms of the game. The bowling and the batting. Amigos, they posted a good total of 84. Very competitive one, a run rate of just over 12. We had a top score of 19 coming from